Hi, so the topic that I'd like to talk about today is adolescence, and for any parents who have an adolescent at home, I just want to give you information and tips just to help everything run more smoothly for both of you. So, starting off, what age is adolescence usually starting at? Typically starts around 13 for boys and girls, just because that is usually when the puberty starts, and it typically goes until they're 18 is the adolescence gap. When your child goes through puberty, they will be very uneasy. They won't know how or why their body is changing. And parents, that's when you come in. Uh, you have gone through it all. You are very educated in the situation, and all they want to hear is just advice from you and just to let them know that you care is the best thing that you can do for your adolescence. Now, other than physical changes, they'll begin to find themselves experimenting with different things. Self identity formation is a pretty big topic in adolescence. They will know what their sexual orientation is, what kind of peers they'll be hanging out with, what they want to do for the rest of their lives, including work and college. And then the next big thing that I would like to get into is egocentrism. Now, egocentrism is what we have all been through. Just adolescents believe that they are number one in the world. They believe the whole world revolves around them. And in many different ways, egocentrism can come out, but I'm only going to talk about three, and it is imaginary audience, apparent hypocrisy, and personal invincibility, which is personally my favorite. We'll get to that in a minute. But imaginary audience is that they believe that they are the center of attention, and every mistake, every move they do, they feel like they're getting judged by this imaginary audience. Apparent hypocrisy is that they believe in something, a belief, but when the opportunity presents itself, that belief is not carried through. And then my personal favorite is the uh, personal invincibility. And I know I had this when I was younger. It is when all the adolescents believe that they are a superhero of some sort. They don't get caught and they won't get hurt doing something that involves risk. Adolescents will go through a variety of obstacles in this part of their life. They will deal with things like substance abuse, sexual activity, and peer group influences. Um, just because that this generation is so big on media and peer influences, it can actually be the more harmful, more hurtful type things. They want to fit the label to make them look cool, to perceive them as being cool in their community at school. And as a parent, what do you think you can do to give them advice that sometimes fitting that label is not cool? Okay, well, parents, you must have ways to help your teens make good decisions that will minimize the danger that they put themselves in or anyone else in. Really just give them the guidelines, but help them find who they're going to be, set out a path, and hopefully they take it. And that's all I have for you tonight. Thanks.